of my shit was nicely packed up, my Lunchables stacked on top. Just everything was set up perfectly for basically them saying, get the fuck out.
Time changed, we're different, but my mind still says.
Hey!
No way you're keeping that in.
Okay, it's on purpose, it's fine. Hey guys, my name is Ramos. This is
Abby.
Yay! And today we are filming something that we've literally been putting off for how many months? Like, stop. No, bye. Yeah. We've been putting it off for maybe like 6 months. So when did it happen?
June.
And we literally started talking about making a video about it like the day it happened.
Yeah.
Like around there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it just was, we like really thought about whether we should do it or not because we want to do it in a way that's not like trashing anyone, but also like being able to tell the story because it's a really whack story. So like the reason Abby's here is because it all took place in her condo. Because that's where we all stayed at in senior week. She's just here. She's gonna be completely unbiased. She's not gonna trash anyone. She's not gonna like say anything to make anyone look bad. She's just gonna, you know, lay out the facts about what happened.
Yeah, I don't want any drama with any people involved, and I have no opinions towards anything.
She literally was so like undecisive about being in it because she knows that like people are gonna take it the wrong way even if she's just here for like facts. If you just think about it, like she's allowed to say what happened. Like there's nothing wrong with that, you know? So yeah, this is gonna be the long-awaited senior week story time.
Finally.
And so she's just gonna basically be in for the parts that were about the main situation, which was me like getting kicked out of her condo. We'll elaborate more when we get to the part, but everything else she's probably just gonna be chilling in my room somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is Abby. This is the first video on my channel with her that's actually gonna get views, so.
Yeah, because y'all let the freaking
college one flop. You guys don't know how much effort we put into that stupid video.
Such a good video.
It is a good video, but just like, everybody's so used to the drama that like they don't even give anything else a chance.
It was probably bad timing.
Yeah, it was terrible timing. But if you haven't watched the college video, go watch it because it's so good, low-key.
Yeah.
Like it is a good video. Like you wouldn't know from like just seeing the thumbnail, but like it's a good video. So yeah, go watch that.
It's a good video.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort. Again, to the people who don't know, Abigail Sawstack is one of my best friends in the, no, literally like my best friend in the entire world. Sorry everybody else. Yes, it's her.
It's me.
It's me. So we're gonna get started, but before it starts, what do they have to do, Abby?
You have to like, you have to subscribe, push notifications.
Close enough.
Okay.
And follow our social medias. Only Abby's probably freaking Instagram's gonna be here because she doesn't use anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get started.
Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
I can pee again.
I can edit this out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We ready?
That's the thumbnail.
Okay, before we like get into semantic, we just want to give a brief description of what Sweek is. So
it's pretty much a week-long trip away from like parents and stuff like that, and you go in like groups and you like get a place, usually like an apartment or a condo.
Split the rent.
Yeah, split the rent, and then most people just go there to like
party.
Every
teenager parties. I'm not even gonna be freaking like stupid with you guys about it. I didn't go down there to friggin' hang out at the beach. I went down there to party.
Yeah.
And so basically, I hate when I blank out because then I know I have to edit this out later, but like whatever. Basically, it's like your local beach. For us, it's Ocean City, Maryland. If anyone knows anything about Ocean City, Maryland, it's not like really anything extravagant. So obviously, people go down there to party, usually. Yeah, that's basically what Summary of Sweek is. I know a lot of people don't have it, but like a lot of people on the East Coast do. It's not like a super common thing, but it is like a common thing. But, here's what happened. So, where should we start? So basically, Abby's family just owns this condo that they rent out sometimes. Like they literally own it, so they can rent it out to whoever they want and make money off of it. You know, it's like a just like a homeowner kind of thing. And so obviously they did it for her other sister. They were gonna give Abby the place first week so she wouldn't have to spend money, because like most of the places down there are expensive unless you have like lots of people staying in one small place. And so Abby kind of got to pick who she wanted to come. But here's like the confusing thing. I wasn't planning to stay there the entire week, but like me and Abby just like got so close and stuff that like she was like, if you want to stay here like this entire week, like that's totally fine. Like she wanted me to stay there, just making that point crystal clear.
Yeah,
she wanted me to stay there, hearing it from her right now. I was just planning to stay there for the entire week, from like after the first day. I was planning to like be there, whatever. This other girl, I'm not gonna say her name because there has been some allegations of the fact that I might get sued. So we're gonna make this crystal clear. We're not gonna say her name. We're not gonna give any minuscule details about her. So it is gonna be impossible for you guys to find her, so don't even try. I don't follow her. I'm not tagged in anything of hers. We've never fighted publicly or anything like that, so don't even look. So there's your answer. Anyway, so this girl, I don't even know if I want to come up with a name for her. Cookie. No, that's too cute. That's too cute. We're just gonna refer to her as this girl because we don't want any possibility of the name we think of to have any relation to her actual name for legal reasons. So we're gonna call her this girl. So basically, I'm just gonna say what I remember from leading up to this point because I don't want Abby to say anything close to like biased. So basically, there's this group that Abby used to be really close with, and I wasn't like as close as Abby with them, but I would hang out with them like a good amount of time because I was always with Abby. And so this girl, I don't know how to put this in a nice way. She just always invited herself, always. Not even like in like a mean, like I don't want to say it like in a mean way, I'm just saying it like because it'll make sense later. But no one would ever text her and be like, come here, you know, we're having a party, like come over. It would always be like her, can I come, like blah blah blah. And usually they would say yes, because like when someone asks you that, you don't, it's just kind of rude to say no. I don't know if it was like because I don't know, like me trying to be nice for 20 seconds. Yeah, literally.
I feel uncomfortable even being in the frame while you talk about this. Like, I feel like she's just gonna freaking rock my shit.
You're literally being completely unbiased. There's no physical way that they could.
Okay. I just don't want it. Okay. No, go off, it's fine.
Should I just not give a like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, but I want to say something too.
Okay.
Like, if you're going off, I just want to like
add a little sugar to the coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm done being nice. I'm just gonna be real now. Nobody wanted her there. Nobody invited her. She always asked and then they would say yes to be nice. That's just how it was. That's just not even trying to be a douche. That's just literally how it played out.
Okay, but also, so me and this girl, we were never like the closest of friends, but she was very close with like my like really close friend, like my best friend.
Yeah, so they were like mutual friends.
So we were like mutual friends. We would like hang out and stuff, and we're still like fine, I guess. I mean, we don't talk. I guess we're like acquaintances, I guess. But we were never like the bestest of friends, but we were like friends, I would say. But that was just like
and this girl, like if we're backtracking, she has always hated me from the day she's met me. Never gave me a chance. Like, I tried to be so nice to her so many times. Like when she would come over Abby's house or anything, I would just always make an effort. You can ask Abby, always make an effort to be nice to her, even though in the back of my head I'm just like I really don't like her. Just not because she like did anything to me. I just didn't like her personality, the way she was, and like the way she judged people. I just really don't like people who judge other people based off of like what people tell them. That might have like that sentence might have made you lose brain cells, but if you understood it, then yeah. So obviously I had like a stigma around her in the back of my head, but normal people just don't show those feelings. It's not being fake. Like obviously I'm gonna try to be nice to her because like, you know, what if she changed? Like what if she's different, you know? I didn't know, so I was just always nice to her. Obviously never got that same treatment back, but it's okay, it's fine. Like Abby said, they were never the bestest of friends. They were just mutual friends, and then she completely hated me. So her being invited in a situation where it was like Abby's house or something just wouldn't make sense, because the only reason she would be there is because she's friends with someone else. But it's Abby's place, so it's kind of like maybe she could go to somewhere where it's like one of the girls she was close with place. Like, it just didn't make sense for her to be at Abby's, especially because she had a big issue with me.
And the thing is, like, so she reached out to me, and she pretty much just asked if she could like come to my place, and like I wasn't gonna say no. Like I was cool with her, like I was fine, so I was like, sure, you can come. But I never like, because she wasn't, oh, did we even say this? She wasn't a senior.
She's not a senior.
So that's like the thing, like it's called senior week, seniors go.
Yeah.
And she was a junior at the time, so I didn't even think that she was gonna go. And so when she reached out to me, I was just like, sure, you can come. But it's like I didn't invite her because like I didn't think she was.
So moral of the story, Abby never formally invited her to her place. Not once. I don't want to like try to like assume Abby's intentions or anything, but she won't say no to anyone. Or she wouldn't say no to anyone. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
I guess I'm speaking for you, which like you could tell me to like cut this part out if you don't want me to say it. But I just have this impression that Abby genuinely was leaning more towards saying no, but just said yes because she thought it was right. You don't have to confirm or deny that, but I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
That was just like,
bro, I'm gonna get murdered. I'm dead after this video. Like, it's done.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Even as bad as 4 socks.
Look at this shit. Like, this is what we're looking at when we're thinking of the next thing to say. I need my teddy bear to comfort me.
Anywho,
I feel like so much tea has already been said and we haven't even like gotten to like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's just say they were already not the closest to begin with, but after the situation that happened, like Abby just wasn't happy in general with like what happened because it was her place. And so now I guess we should just like,
we gotta say what happened.
To what happened. So basically, like we said, it was always a plan or an option for me to stay there. Like, and it was completely okay with Abby, who was the owner of the place. Every single person there was staying there for free, including me. But I feel like I just had, if anyone was allowed to be there the most, it would be me because I was actually like wanted there. And so me and Abby got there a little bit later than everybody else because we rode with other people. Like me and Abby actually rode together to Ocean City, and our friend Mara dropped us off, and so we got there and we just literally just started grabbing shit from the fridge, like drinks and like food and shit, because it's her place. So I guess the girl didn't say anything to Abby because it was Abby's place, but she came up to me and she was like in a like, it'd be fine if she asked me in a nicer way, but it was just a really bitchy way. Like, and keep in mind, so she also is a junior, and like there's a huge stigma around like juniors going to senior week. Like, it just, the only exception of that is kind of if you're dating a senior, because
yeah,
there's kind of no way for you to go to senior week in a relationship while you're significant.
Yeah.
Like, odds are you're gonna get cheated on. Let's just like, let's just say it how it is. Everybody's like all over each other, blah blah blah. So I'm like getting a drink out of the fridge because Abby literally said, you can have this because it's her place. So anything in there, she technically has ownership over.
I was handing you like a bunch of
She
stuff.
was handing me like stuff from the fridge, like saying it's okay, like you can have it, like it's my place. They're staying here for free. They're not paying it for anything. So it's kind of free game over here, basically. So I'm in the middle of like drinking a drink, blah, blah, blah. And this girl comes up to me and she's like, in the bitchiest way, hey, could you like not drink those drinks? Cause like me and blank blank paid for them. And you know, me being the little bitch I am, not even considering all the factors of this, sure, like I won't drink anymore. Like, yeah, like I just like let it happen. Like I was just like, okay, like sure, whatever, that's understandable. Cause, or at the time I was like, yeah, she makes sense. But looking back on it, like you were staying in a place you weren't even invited to for free, and you're a junior, and you're telling me what I can and can't drink.
And the part that's like the worst part about it is that I told you you could.
Exactly.
And it's like, yeah.
Like it's kind of like in my house, like buying stuff and telling my parents, you can't have any of this because I paid for it. Like they can't. But anyhow, that was the first situation that like kind of triggered me out. And then, shall we bring up the beach? This is the part that's super ironic. We came to senior week so we could meet up with other people that were also seniors, correct? So we go to the beach, right? And she just had the worst attitude the entire time. Like she was making it blatantly obvious that she was annoyed. Because me and Abby were like, you guys don't have to come with us, but like we really want to meet up with our friends, which was like Jordan. Some other people don't want me to say their names, but Jordan, Beaver, because I know she loves being in my videos, was the main person that we wanted to meet up with.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't even a long walk at all. It was like maybe a we were on the same street. So it was
Yeah.
like maybe half a street over that we had to walk to get to them. And so the girl and Abby's other friends kind of just like kept sitting down their stuff, and we were like, it's fine that you guys can stay here, but we really like came to the beach to meet up with our friends. And so they pick up their shit, and the girl says, are you guys serious? Like, what? We're literally fucking meeting up with our senior friends at senior week. What could we not possibly be serious about? What? We met up with our friends, blah, blah, blah. That was just a whole nother, that was the end of the situation, basically.
I think just in general, like, the vibes were just kind of, like, off.
Yeah.
Like,
she made it totally clear that she didn't want to be around me or
our friends, like, our other friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just, like, an awkward, like, living situation, I feel like.
Yeah, and, like, just in the back of my head, the part that made me so mad was, like, you were never invited, so, like, it gave me kind of more of a reason to be pissed off by it. And, like, you're also a junior. You know, those two common factors just kept popping into my head anytime something went wrong. Like, you have no right to especially be acting like that. Like, you're lucky to be here, in other words. And so, the grand event of them all. So, I don't even know how to describe this. Like, I guess we could just summarize that me and you were, like, not even in an argument. Like, we had a misunderstanding. Like, me and Abby. Like, we weren't even, like, really mad at each other. Like, I just had to, like, explain some stuff to her face.
Yeah, okay,
And
so from my perspective, what happened is, so, oh God, how do I word this? So we were like texting, and so you weren't at the condo the same time I was, you were like out somewhere, and so we were like texting, and it wasn't really like arguing, but like, I was kind of like,
she was definitely agitated.
I was like kind of like pissed off about something that happened, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And then as I was leaving the condo, leaving the condo, this girl and like the other people that were staying at my condo, they were going into it, and I just like briefly told them what was happening, and then they got like real mad about it.
Well, it's also because they were just looking for a reason to kick me out, so that's why they overreacted about it so much. The other people, I guess the main girl didn't want me there so much that it was almost making like the people that were okay with me just not like me at all. Yeah. So as soon as all of them heard that, it's like they jumped on that shit. They were like, damn, this is a reason for her to finally leave. Like, she did Abby wrong, which was just totally out of context because it was just like a misunderstanding, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. It was stupid. It was really dumb. And me and Abby literally looked at each other in person, didn't even say one negative thing to each other, didn't say one passive aggressive thing, literally just like looked at each other and like talked about like what happened and was like, I'm sorry, blah blah blah, hugged, and then ate together. Like, yeah, there was not even a 30-second period where we were like, we're arguing.
Yeah,
like,
no.
So anyway, we come back from dinner. I'm literally gonna get so mad. I'm gonna get so mad. We come back from dinner to a nice little surprise at the condo. At Abby's condo, you may put in. All of my shit was, I'll put in the Snapchat video. I really packed all my shit. What the fuck? Was nicely packed up, my Lunchables stacked on top. And just everything was set up perfectly for basically them saying, get the fuck out. And the biggest issue with that is they have no fucking right to kick me out of Abby's place. Especially someone that wasn't fucking invited. Just wasn't fucking okay. And it's funny because out of everyone that was living there, I was the least slobbiest person. Like, there was fucking period bloody underwear left on the ground in the room I was staying with. The other bitch that was staying there, fucking bloody ass underwear in the bathroom. Like, no one was cleaning up after themselves except for fucking me and Abby, because it was her place. Yeah. So like, out of everyone that should have been kicked out, in other words, it definitely should have not been me.
And also, like, so you were only there for, like, what, 2 days?
Yes.
So the 2 days that she was there, I feel like I honestly hung out with you the most.
Exactly.
And so, like, when they kicked you out, like, I was, like, mad.
She was mad because we were literally the only ones hanging out like one-on-one the entire time until Abby's other friend got there, and then it was kind of like the three of us instead of just like me and Abby. Like we were just vibing the most. It wasn't like we were purposefully trying to disclude like other people. No. We were just getting along so good because like, it was literally right when our friendship started getting like super close. Yeah. So basically, so they knew that I was coming home, right? So they hid in the bathroom, locked the door, right? Yeah. They were in the bathtub, they locked the door. And you don't know how bad I just wanted to like confront them. Like Abby's still surprised that I didn't to this day. Yeah. I literally wanted to go in there and be like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, this isn't your place. Like, why are you kicking me out? Blah, blah, blah. Because I knew that they were going to be, like, completely speechless. Like, what are you going to say to that? Like, everything I'm saying makes sense. But I just kept thinking, like, it wasn't worth it. Like,
hey guys, it's future me. And I just wanted to add this in here because watching this just really aggravates me about the way I reacted to this. I definitely 100% should have went in there and went the fuck off and been like, you have no right. Like, the fact that I didn't say anything is almost unfair to myself because it's just the same concept of me letting people do shit to me and just eating it because I'm too much of a fucking empathetic person. It made me feel bad to go in there and yell at them for some fuck shit they did. So any situation that you're like, why didn't you leave? Why didn't you yell? Why didn't you walk away? I'm a fucking empath. And it doesn't matter what the fuck you do to me, unfortunately. I will not stand up for myself because it makes me feel shitty. Saying what's right for me, what's best for me, I always put, no matter who, the other person above myself. Not in a sense of like, I think they're better than me, but it's like, I kind of look at it in a way of, I can deal with whatever, but I don't want to inconvenience this person because I don't know, like, if they can take me yelling at them. I don't know if they can take blah, blah, blah. So I kind of just don't even put them in the position to have to deal with anything that inconveniences them, even though they did this fuck shit to me, and that is a trait I will forever hate about myself.
My anger is something that I don't have much control over, so I knew if I went in there and said anything, it would probably turn really bad, and I just didn't want to ruin the week. Like, it just wasn't worth it. Like, these people weren't worth it to me.
I, on the other hand.
Yeah. So Abby has better control over herself than I do. Yeah. So she went in there and basically, you can describe it however you want.
Okay. So I'm not really one to like confront people or like even really be mad in general, but the fact that like you were getting kicked out of my place, like,
and we were really good friends.
Yeah, and I didn't even do it. Like, it just made me really mad. So they were locked in the room and I started like banging on it, obviously, and they like just wouldn't open the door. They were like, we're changing, or like something like that, and I was like, let me in now. So I pretty much just like get in and I mean, low-key, like, yell at them, kind of.
No, high-key.
Yeah, like, it was pretty bad. I was just like, what? How are you gonna kick somebody out of my place? Like, I kind of just, like, went off.
She had complete and total reason to be pissed off, in other words.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't just going in there to be a dick. Like, she genuinely had.
And the thing that's, like, funny to me is that they had nothing to say back to me. Like, they kind of were just looking back at me.
Because literally everything you were saying was making sense, and they realized that it was fucked up.
Yeah.
But, like, in the moment, they were probably like, Abby's gonna be so happy that we did this, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I don't even know if they believe that. Like, maybe they convinced themselves.
I don't think they honestly believe that. I think they were just happy that you left.
Yeah,
honestly.
True.
But, so I went in there, and then after you left, we had, like, an intervention and talked about it, and, like, I don't know. But I was literally, I remember, because I was trying to convince her to stay, and I was like, it's my place, like, you can obviously stay if you want, but obviously, like, you weren't gonna want to stay in a place where you felt like you didn't, like, where you weren't wanted, and, like, especially where
not even wanted, just, yeah, like what you're about to just say, where someone touches my stuff, because, like, I'm not even saying this to be like, I'm rich, because I'm fucking not, but I brought some nice-ass stuff to senior week just because, like, it's the time where you want to dress up and stuff. So I had, like, my Gucci belt, like, nice ass like $200 sweatshirts that I got like shopping with her, and they literally touched all of it. And like there's just a line, like they could have, see, the part about it is like I feel like they did all that stuff because they knew saying, they wouldn't say it to my face. Like, because they wouldn't be like, Lauren, like you should like get your stuff and like leave. They just did it because they wanted to like avoid. Okay, I wanted to add this in there. Another reason like I didn't want to confront them is just because I didn't care at this point, but I knew that when I went in there, it was just gonna be me screaming and then being completely silent. So
Yeah.
it's just like, what's the point at that point?
Yeah.
You know?
And then, like, I remember, so I was trying to convince you and it, like, wasn't working, obviously, like, why would you want to stay there? And then, like, when you left, I literally was just, like, so sad. I was like, this is my place, this is my senior week, and, like, my best friend's leaving, like, what am I gonna do now? Like, it just felt like the condo just felt so, like, empty without you, and I was just so, like, angry and, like, upset about the whole situation.
And, like, so Abby's way more confrontational now than she was. Like, back then, she wouldn't even, like, tell you if, like, she didn't like the drink you made her. Like,
yeah.
She was super, like, I just don't want to hurt people's feelings, like, a total fucking empath, like, but, like, she's still an empath, but she was, like, OD. Yeah. And so when she fucking went in there, bro, like, we were just staring at each other when Abby was in there. Like, it was the funniest thing ever.
Because it's so not like me.
Yeah.
Like, you have to really,
yeah, that's how you know it was, like, bad, because she would not. Like, just wanted to emphasize on that for a second. So anyway, I called up my friend Jordan and I was like, dude, like, can I come stay with you guys? Because there was, like, another place where there's also a person that I don't want to name, but I'll get into that. And so I basically got picked up and, like, moved places, and you can just go a little bit into detail about how the house was after I left.
Okay, so after you left the house, it literally, to me, like, it just felt, like, more empty, and, like, I don't know, I kind of turned more to my friend, like, I'm just so thankful that I had my friend Shar there, because that's, like, I honestly hung out with her, like, the most of the time, but, like, it kind of was, it was really divided, I feel like.
There was so much tension after I left.
Yeah, and so the two people, wait, do they even know that, like, there was another person that kicked you out, or are we just not gonna mention her?
So I'm kind of mutual with this girl now, like, obviously, the reason I'm mutual, like, I don't have a problem with her, I never did, so it kind of, like, makes me confused why she would, like, it was her idea, actually. So the girl we're talking about is a junior, and we were informed that it was this other girl's idea that was a senior. And so I never had a problem with her. I thought we were actually, like, more than just mutual. Like, I thought we were friends. And apparently, like, in the back of her head, she let the other girl, like, convince her that I was, like, terrible or some shit, and, like, they both didn't like me or whatever. So this girl, not the junior, the other one, it's getting a little bit confusing. It was apparently her idea, but I don't even, the reason that I don't really touch on that is because I thought we were friends at the time, so I don't really like talking about it, you know?
Which is, like, confusing as to why it was her idea, but...
Maybe it was her idea, but it definitely had impact from the junior, for sure.
Their main reasoning for doing it after you left, so, like, we had, like, an intervention or whatever, and we all just, like, sat in, like, my room and talked about it, and their main reasoning for it is that they were, like, we don't want you to, like, they don't want me to be treated like shit by you, like, you, like, walk all over me, like, all this stuff, and they...
But obviously that wasn't the reason.
That wasn't, like, true, first of all, and that, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, there was definitely underlying reasons.
It was definitely because they didn't want me there, and they just saw that as, like, a loophole to get me out, basically. But obviously they wanted to make sense, because why would they be like, no, we just did that because we didn't like her? They wouldn't say that to Abby. They're not stupid.
So then, yeah, so after, like, the intervention or whatever, there was obviously just, like, a lot of tension, and then the house or the condo was just really, like, divided. So, like, the girl, the junior or whatever, and, like, her friend, like, they kind of just were, like, separate and, like, hung out to themselves. So me and, like, my other friends, we kind of just hung out with each other, and we still, like, saw each other, like, a few times.
Yeah.
For the rest of the week.
Parties and stuff.
But, like, other than that, like, we did not see each other again for the rest of, like, senior week, which makes me so mad, because we would have had such a, like, fun time.
Exactly, because they kind of, like, ruined it all for us. So that's why Abby was, like, mad in the first place.
Hey guys, so we did film an intro, but the thing is, we kind of put a bunch of other stories in with the video about this story, and the video is already like 28 minutes long, so I think I might have to split it into 2 parts if you guys even still want to see the other parts of senior week, but that was just like the main big event, and it took up that much time, so obviously I don't want to make this video like 40 minutes long, so we're probably gonna just have this video focused on that one topic, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, it's funny because it's almost like so much fuck shit happens to me that it makes me think, like, is there something wrong with me? Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I fucking hate making myself look like the victim, because you guys are probably like, there's no way she's innocent. Like, look at all the shit that happens to her. But unfortunately, coincidentally, fucking all these events just happened to me. And I literally had a witness that would have included any details, because I told her, be completely unbiased. Like, say whatever. If I was in any wrong at any point, then say something about it. And it's just even more confusing because I have another person that was there, and the story, her story and my story completely line up. Like, doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's back to that fucking thing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, why is all this shit happening to me? And it makes you guys think, like, there must be another part to the story, but there's fucking not another part to the story. I wish there was another part of the story, because the fact that this keeps happening to me makes me feel like shit. Because, like, in this situation, I did fucking nothing wrong. Now, in other situations, I would have done shit wrong, and I guess I'm doing something wrong right now by making the video and, like, publicizing this, but at the same time, I kind of have a right to do that. So, I don't know. I'm just really glad Abby was in this video, so you guys realized I wasn't fucking, like, victimizing myself or anything. Again, just telling a story that you guys can relate to. I don't want it to sound like I'm this, like, perfect fucking person, but in most of the fucking story times I post, I'm really not in the fucking wrong. That's just the part that confuses me, and I know it seems like I'm lying, and it seems like I'm hiding shit, but I don't know how to fucking say that this is genuinely my real life, and trust me, it's just as mind-blowing to me as it is to you. Like, why the fuck does this shit keep happening? Literally, why? Anyway, thank you guys for being there for me and tuning in. I hope you got some enjoyment out of this. I'm about to go have a mental breakdown, so I love you. Bye.